Welcome to Eternal Manna, the daily devotional broadcast of Grace Gospel Church. We are looking at Psalm 69, and today we look at verse 2. I sink in miry depths where there is no foothold. I have come into the deep waters, the floods engulf me. The psalmist continues to describe his terrible, dangerous condition and situation. Miry depths. It seems that the psalmist was caught in quicksand. I remember sometimes watching an old movie where there is a quicksand and somebody, without realizing it, steps into it, and very, very slowly they are sucked in and they are gone. They are dead. That's how the psalmist felt, that he was caught in quicksand and there is no footing, and his struggles only plunge him deeper. The more you struggle in quicksand, the deeper and the quicker you go under. He is caught in water and swept away by the current, totally helpless, unable to grab anything to save his life. So we know of at least two characters, along with the psalmist, who went through similar experiences. And Joseph in the Old Testament, we are told, was thrown into a deep pit. At that particular time, there was no water. Genesis 37 and verse 24. This was a pit from which Joseph could not come out on his own. He needed outside help. And should the rains come, Joseph would have perished quicker. But then God delivered him. God delivered him from that pit. And he went to the prison from the pit, but he ended up in the palace as being the prime minister. What a story. What a story of God's intervention. And then we read of the prophet Jeremiah, whose ministry was a very difficult ministry. Ministered for 40 years with hardly any converts. Everyone turned against him. He was severely persecuted. And on one occasion, Jeremiah was thrown into the mire of a dungeon. The dungeon by itself is a dark, dreary place. And in that dungeon, there was a mire, quicksand, and he was thrown into it. And Jeremiah began to sink. And Jeremiah may have said to himself, this is it. This is the end of my life. This is the end of my ministry. But God had other plans. God intervened, and God used someone, a total stranger as it were, to help Jeremiah be delivered and be rescued. And Jeremiah went on to write the book of Jeremiah and the book of Lamentations. So there are times in life when we feel we are sinking, we are going under, we are caught in this quicksand. There is no foothold, and the current is just sweeping us away further and deeper into the water. And we may say, okay, this is the end. But God is the God who intervenes. He loves to intervene in the lives of his people. And he rescues us. He rescues us. He delivers us. And he gives us fresh dose of opportunity to serve him. Talk to Joseph. Talk to Jeremiah. Talk to the psalmist. They will all echo with one voice that when they felt they were perishing and going under, how God came through for them. and God's wider purpose for their life began to take shape, found fulfillment. And what a blessing these three men have been to the church over the centuries: the psalmist, Joseph, Jeremiah. And we can add our name to that list as we call upon the Lord, watch for God's deliverance, and then see how God is going to open new doors, new avenues of service for us. Amen.